It's all the benefits of living in a small town. The daily routines are fun because you have such a deep connection to the community and with a lot of the community. So you don't have those types of connections when you live in a bigger center, and that's a very high value to me. My name's McLeod. I'm a chiropractor here in Dryden. I've had a business that I opened in 2001. Growing up in the north, being born and raised in Fort Francis, it was home for me. This area of the country was home for me. I lived in Windsor for 4 years, very hot, and then I lived in Toronto for 4 years, incredibly dense, populated. I knew those two locations weren't for me, so coming back to this region was definitely in the cards for us. When I first started out, I had two great mentors. They were patients of mine, and they gave me some very good sage wisdom about developing a business and developing a practice and a company in a small town and how it differs from a larger center. It was very good. You're a little more patient, as it may build slower, but it builds longer than, say, in a major center. We started the office in 2001, but before I started actually working, I got in touch with the head coach of the football team here in Dryden, Jeff Zilkins, and I was very eager to coach. I loved the sport of football. And so I started as a volunteer coach before I actually started even working, and I've been with the program ever since. This is the 22nd year I have with the program. And in 2011, my wife and I started the minor football program. So we created a sports program for kids in grade 7 and 8. Dryden is an incredibly generous community. When I had the conversation with my wife about us undertaking of starting a new sports program for 7s and 8s, it was football's a very equipment heavy sport, and it takes a lot of money to start something like that. And once we decided to go forward with it, we were really amazed with how quickly the donations came in and the generosity and the willingness to help. So that's one of the huge benefits of living here. In a town like Dryden, or any small town in northwestern Ontario or small town in Canada, hockey is such a big part of your process. My kids didn't play hockey, so what we did in the wintertime was we had an ice shack on the ice road here, and that's so much fun because it's a community unto itself. It's a fun time to get out with the kids on the snow machines or on the truck. Just get the kids out, let them skate on the lake, let them catch a fish. If you want to spend your free time swimming, exploring the outdoors in an uncrowded place where you can drive 10 minutes and be completely away from society. It's a healthy lifestyle. It's get out and get hiking and get swimming and get doing all those other things that it's more difficult to do in urban centers. But again, growing up in the north, I knew that coming into that. I think it'd be harder for somebody from, let's say, the Toronto area or Vancouver to kind of wrap their head around what living in a smaller northern community is, but I don't think it would take long before they realize there's a lot of value to it. Hi, I'm McLeod, owner of McLeod Chiropractic here in Dryden. Raise a family, grow a business, build a life, take one step, take many, blaze your trail in Dryden.